this. California Health and Safety Code 24171 and 24172. This is written in the law, and it states, the legislature finds, right, the legislature, the lawmaking body of California, not the governor, not the health officer. You can disregard any of those. I asked them, where's the penal code? Where's the penal code for masks? Oh, that's right, it's for a parking ticket. That's what they came up with in Berkeley, because there's no law. So here it is, California Health and Safety Code 24171. This legislature finds and confirms the right of the individual to determine what is done with their own bodies. Period. Period. It's in the law. Please, just follow the law. That's all I'm asking. You will hear your representatives say again and again, well, we're following the science. I did a whole video on that called Blinded by Science. Our own supervisor said, Orange County follows the science. You're supposed to follow the law. And when I called him on it, the very next meeting, he said, well, I mean, we're following the law. Well, here it is, and you're violating it. 24172 says that an individual has the right to refuse consent to a medical experiment without duress, without influence, and without coercion. A medical experiment includes a COVID test. You don't have to get that in order to get your medical care. If this is something that you're struggling with, if your employer is telling you that you have to get a vaccine or asking you about the vaccine, you say, I don't consent, I decline. And I like to use the word I decline. Again, I'm an English teacher. So the word decline means you're declining an offer. Refuse, do you understand the meaning of that one, right? It's almost like you're supposed to do something, but you refuse it. So if you say, I refuse, you're giving them power as if that action is required. So I wouldn't use the word I don't consent. I would, and I probably have used it a lot, but now I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use the word I decline, because you're offering me something and I decline that offer. So you have the right to decline any offer. Anyone that has kids that are in school or going to be going to school, unfortunately in the state of California, they're just breaking the law up and down, you know, left and right in public schools. I have a better way. It's called Freedom Learning. I have a 2-hour seminar that you can watch for free at the Healthy American. If you want to help families get their kids out of school, if you just thought, you know what, I'm out of a job, I want to be a teacher, you can do it. We're going to show you exactly how to do it. There's no credential required, there's no experience. We're going to teach you everything in the Freedom Learning system. And my goal is to get the kids out of these government schools where they are busing them. They are busing 12-year-olds to get the poison needle, as I call it, without parental consent. So when you put your child in a government school, you are giving consent, because now they are responsible for your child. So that is in the K-12. Anybody under the age of 18, they are at the mercy of the school, and it is nearly impossible to get any kind of exemption for any kind of vaccine. So if that's something that's a concern of yours, I have a remedy for every possible situation. Anyone who's retired, we need you to be these Freedom Learning specialists. We need you to help the parents that are working, that have, you know, the 2 families working, or maybe it's a single parent, or maybe there's a special needs, or maybe the parent has a special needs. There's all kinds of situations. Retired folks, we need you. How many of you have been a teacher, were a teacher, want to be a teacher? We need you at thehealthyamerican.org. There's a place for everyone. And this, I believe, is going to be the wave of the future, and that's what I'm going to talk about as I close up in the next minute here. Please grab this. We are going to be connected. And I do believe that, of course, we don't want the old normal. That didn't work.
That's right.
It worked for kind of a little bit, but it didn't really. Or otherwise we wouldn't be here. I certainly don't want the new normal. No, so we want better than normal, right? Better than normal. You already are doing it. The 3 remedies I have are connection. Stay connected. Stay connected. We are going to be connecting county groups throughout California. I don't know if I said this to Chris or not, but I think this Central Cal would be the best place to have all of the leaders from different county groups come, where we can do a summit and actually train each other, help each other, share resources. I'm starting a website called Freedom for California, where I put this information. I want to see your videos go there of your board meetings when you do your presentations, so that it will literally be a rich resource for Californians to keep this state golden. So how many of you know somebody that left this state? Oh my gosh, look at this, look around. Unbelievable. Now, how many of you are like me and it's like, I am never leaving, right? I am never leaving. I've lived, as I told you, Orange County, Santa Barbara, Monterey. I love California. Driving up here, my heart swells with pride. The beauty, the diversity, the Californians. People say, gosh, Peggy, how can you live in California? How can I not? Look how awesome you guys are. We are going to defend California, keep it the Golden State. Absolutely. And we are going to do that by staying connected. We have some very similar values. We're going to share the education. And the number 3 I'm going to leave you with is action. Take action regardless of the results. We are such a results-driven society, and I put myself in that category, right? It's like, well, gosh, I worked out for a week. Is it time for a new smaller size of pants? But you know, the results, believe it or not, I know it sounds strange, but the results are less important than the action. Amen. Because if you take that action and it doesn't yield the results, like I've been going for a year, you don't know the seeds that you're planting. It's like planting a seed, this beautiful agriculture. Imagine if you pulled up the carrots every day to see if they were growing, put them back in the ground. That's not going to work. You keep taking action in a way that makes sense for you. Maybe not everybody's going to start a group or speak on stage or go to the board meeting. It doesn't matter. You can just live your life with integrity, with dignity. Your own beautiful bare face as you walk into a place smiling. I've had people say to me, wow, oh, I really like your smile. They didn't even realize I didn't have a mask on. They just literally had not seen someone's face. So this is an action that you can do. Sharing the information, sharing a video, being educated, and just, you know, I'm a person of faith, so I pray, I believe that God, how many of you believe that you are here, like this name, people of purpose? You have a newfound purpose in your life, right? New passion, new energy, and we are going to be marching this all the way to heaven. I thank you, everybody. I'll be back. Look forward to many more times together.
Wow. Oh, did you learn something? Yeah? All right. So, where's Steve and Debbie Loomis? Where are you guys? I know you're shy. Come on out real quick. Come on. We want you guys to take a look at the sponsors up here, because these events would not happen if it wasn't for our sponsors. And Steve and Debbie Loomis, come on out. They've hosted 4 of these meetings for us that started with 60 people. Come on out. Come on. Thank you. I know Debbie's going to get mad at me. I'm going to have to hear it later tonight. But is this a beautiful place or what? All right? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. Take a look at our sponsors here. Please make sure, if you're not already, doing business